Hey guys, how's it going? So today I'm going to be making chili, and I'm just going to show you all the ingredients that you need, and then we can get started. So one of the things that you're going to need is you're going to need some ground beef. You're going to need minced garlic. I'm going to do 2 cans of beans, 1 light kidney bean and 1 dark kidney bean, but it's kind of like up to your preference of what kind of bean that you want to use. We have a can of diced tomatoes. We're gonna do a can of diced jalapeno. And depending on if you like it spicy or not, you don't have to add it. And then you're gonna need tomato paste. You're gonna need a bay leaf, chili powder, salt and pepper, and then you're gonna need some onions. I suggest maybe 2 large onions, so here's that. And then the final thing that you're gonna need is tomato juice. Alrighty, so I'm gonna prep everything and then I will get back to you and show you how to make it. So I have everything prepped and ready to go. So the first thing I'm going to do is turn on my burner. I have an electric stove, so I'm just gonna put it on medium for right now and then get cooking. Alrighty, so the first thing that you're gonna wanna do to put into the pan is you're gonna wanna brown up your ground beef. Just take it out of the packaging. And we can like break it up a little bit. And then we're also gonna add our onions. So we're gonna cook all of this down together, and when all of this is browned, we're gonna add our other ingredients. Alrighty, so once your meat mixture kind of is nice and browned, and the onions are a little bit translucent, you're just gonna add in the rest of your ingredients. So you're gonna wanna add tomato paste. I do about a good tablespoon, and this is gonna help thicken up the sauce. Done with that. And then you're just gonna wanna mix the tomato paste through your mixture. Just kind of get everything evenly coated, like this. And if you want to turn down the heat, you can if you think it's, you know, getting a little bit too out of hand. Alright. And then I'm going to add my diced tomatoes. Throw that right in there. Mix that around. Like that. And then I'm going to add maybe 3/4 to a half of this juice bottle. This is going to be what makes it. So that's about maybe a little bit more than that. So I would say almost maybe 3/4 then. I'm really eyeballing, you know, a lot of stuff, so you can kind of do how you think it's gonna be. If you want it to be thicker, you can add a little bit less. If you want it to be more more soup-like, you can add more. All right, and then we are gonna add our kidney beans. So I have light kidney beans and dark kidney beans together. Like I said, you can choose whatever beans you want. I like to drain and rinse them just because sometimes they're in like a slimy container, and you might want to pick out any bad ones. Like this has a black thing, might not want that. And then I'm just gonna throw those in there. So this is really easy. What it is pretty much you throw everything together and then just let it simmer. And then I'm gonna take a bay leaf, and I'm just gonna take one. And you guys gotta make sure that you take this out of your chili before you eat, because this is not good to eat. It just adds flavor, so you can just shove that in there. And then I'm also gonna add a little bit of jalapeno. Just depending on how spicy you like things, I'm just gonna add, I think, just 2, because I know I have some people in my family that aren't a huge fan of spice, so we'll just do 2 scoops of that. And then we're gonna add some chili powder. You can do about maybe 2 tablespoons. I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it. So like 1, 2, and like a half. And like I said, you can add more or less, doesn't really matter. It's just gonna give it really, really good seasoning. And then we're gonna add some black pepper. Throw that in there. And then we're gonna add some salt. Like that. And then mix all of this together. And you can always, when it's simmering, you can kind of test and see what you need to add and what you don't need to add. And then the last thing that I'm going to add is garlic. And I'm gonna do a pretty good scoopful, because I really, really like garlic and it's really, really good for you. So about 2 spoon sizes of this. And then I am gonna taste it just to kind of see how it's doing. If I need to add anything more or less. And I think it's pretty good for right now. I might come back and add something else, but you just really have to let all of the seasonings and the meat and all of the ingredients kind of marinate together, and then you're definitely gonna have it be more flavorful the longer that it sits. So this is what the consistency should look like, and then you're gonna wanna simmer and cook this for about an hour, just so all of the ingredients can marinate and get really friendly together. And one thing I did forget to tell you guys, you are going to need to cover this with a lid. And then we will let this cook and we'll be back. Alright guys, so it's been about a good 45 minutes. So I'm just gonna take off the lid. And then you can see that it's kind of like boiling a little bit. I have it on low right now. And I'm just gonna stir everything together. Just make sure nothing's sticking on the bottom, which it shouldn't. And you can see that it's really, really nice. And I think I'm just gonna let this go for a little bit longer. I do want to taste test it a little bit first, just to kind of see if it needs any more seasonings or anything like that. I think it actually does taste pretty good to me. So I'm gonna leave it. I'm just gonna let this go for a little bit longer. And we will come back to it and then I can serve it all up. I think the chili is done. It's been simmering for an hour now and it's nice and thick. So I am gonna serve it up and put some toppings on it that I think will go well with it, and then I will show you guys. Alright you guys, so this is the end result of the chili that I made. So I just added some sour cream, cheddar cheese, some cilantro, and then I added a little bit extra jalapenos. But you guys can alter it however you want. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.